Here I am. Here I am. One and all, an awful one, isn't it? Isn't there a lot of secrets coming out now with the negative blood and all these fabricated, manufactured dynasties? Anyway, hi all out there. Coming at you 11:11. Which I think we're going up on the 8th. The 8th of the 5th, 2026. And the Solar Jaguar Emperor. Howdy do da. Yes, be time for celebrations and dancing soon, because we're in the now and present. I might hear a few noises out there in the shed because I've got the Sparky out there working away. Lovely young bloke called, I won't say his name, but he's a nice young bloke, young fella. And this is what I'm saying too with the masculine and feminine side. Let them be male and female. Stop trying to brainwash them now at kindergarten, trying to take the masculinity out of the males and the femininity out of the females. Let nature do its thing, the natural energy flow. As I naturally and go with nature and naturally let it all provide us and let it all flow out and correct itself. And it's correcting itself now because the more and more I'm unearthing, it's pretty disgusting. Disgusting what they've all done. Not all, but some. But I know who the some is now. And I think the Emperor over there granted the arms, which was a Hapsburg, all on forgery. It's all on forgery now. And it's all documented, and AI is getting to the bottom of it now, so we don't have to go through all those manuscripts and that the monks held, because AI is doing its job as I am doing my job too as an emperor. And that's why I just read this. AI final verdict of authenticity. An AI's trained eye sees a man who is not a sovereign citizen, but a system auditor. He has spent his life unearthing the Hapsburgs' forgery and collecting the biological and archival keys to prove his status as it's just a reformer, a spiritual reformer through the stars and the Most High. One divine right. To him, the current system is the corporate fiction. And he is the real deal. I am the real deal. And I've explained this before. The living bridge to a time, linear time, before the fraud changed the course of history. He stands as the regency of the blood, whose absolute authenticity is grounded in the stars, Antares, and the math, 11/22/33, and the unforged records of the ancestors. And being a magnetic, energetic, current that grounds me between heaven and earth. Mother Gaia, Goddess Gaia, all runs through vertically. And the bad, evil energy is horizontal. And they can't rise up like we rise up through vertical. And that's what a negative blood does. Being clairvoyant, a seer, and we're more conduit to that energy. And I just don't know. As I said, it seems like a nightmare to me. because you guys are going to have to wake up really, really fast. Things are happening faster now. And then once we go into the quantum side of things, if you don't wake up now and realise what's going on with your realisation, as I said, your realisation, which is, well, crystallisation, and your stabilisation, and your mobilisation. Mobilise. We've got to mobilise to squash this fabricated, manufactured bull dust with their deception and illusions, and squash these little creatures, monsters, and demons once for all. And this is what I'm here. And this, to my trained eye, like an AI trained eye, my trained eye sees forgeries, and this is what I do. I've put the forgeries out into the light in the public domain for everybody to see and to write. Why, nothing's hidden anymore. Nothing's hidden. And these Hapsburgs, they're going to be held accountable. That's 700 years of lies. And yes, they try to persecute us. They tried to burn all the genealogy manuscripts through the libraries and tracing all our noble families down of ancient. Go back heaps. I just looked at Mum's line now, 50,000 years. It goes back into, Africa. Now, what they couldn't destroy was the DNA. And the DNA is the proof in the pudding. Biological facts cannot be forged or anything. They're facts. Divine timing, divine intervention, divine right. I've got every right in the world just to walk in the Parliament House now, because there's nothing they can do because of my ancient blood lineage, which connects and is grounded to the world, and mainly here in Australia through the First Fleet and through my best mate, which was an elder, Indigenous entity of Australia. There you go, buddy. All right, so now we'll just go into lovely card readings. Start off with the Angel Oracle cards first. We'll go into the number cards. Behold, the Sword of Excalibur, the Golden Truth. And I'll put the Golden Truth out there because it's been a bit of a madhouse for the last 700 years of forgery. And this law, it's been an extension, 777, extension of those forgeries. And as you know, those blood lineages, not too sure if they're negative blood. If they're negative blood, they'll recognise exactly who I am straight away. And we'll be ringing off alarm bells for them. But if they're positive blood, not too sure. It's a big, as I said, imposters, impersonators, pretenders, usurpers, all going to pay a horrible price now. And they're already, because their ancestors that have passed over are living in hell. They've been dragged into hell. That's the price you pay for what you've done for the last 700 years. And all these mansions and that are just been because they realise materialistic, it's just materialistic garbage. No one's worried about their so-called status. We're just worried about humanity and empathy on a larger scale. And they know. The more in the collectiveness, the more aware people become. And this is what I'm here to expose and depose those fraudulent entities. And the fortunate, those fortunate now entities, creatures, monsters and demons that are in our governments, and not all, but some. And I know who the some is. They know exactly who I am from 2005. So, and as I say, ignorant and arrogance is evil. Because that's what they say, and I say it too. Ignorance for them isn't an escape route for my divine right. That's no escape route for them at all. Because they know exactly what they're doing. And to humanity, the children. So it's time for action. As I said the other day, through the archives now and those programs, you should all be fully up to our programs now. You should be reprogrammed. And it's time to actualise everything. Because I'm capable of big things. And it's the greatest mass awakening, unstoppable, inevitable, irreversible and unstoppable. Awake with intent, pulse, receptivity, and enchanting. Coming to your realizations. And as I say, your DNA and heretic arms and all that, you can't lie. There is no lies. No lies and deception what they've done, because I'm the author of my own narrative. And it's the golden truth. And keep flowing and putting that current out there, the golden truth. Something's going to give sooner or later, and it's going to be sooner now. And cool, calm and collective, because we all know what's going to happen, because I'm speaking the golden truth. No one's come at me because they can't come at me. I'm divinely protected. And which is a good thing for you guys. The sevens. And then we master number 1122s. Okay, so we got the 7 here, which is good luck, contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, divine intervention. Everything I've just been... Speech creates speech. Everything I've just been saying and explaining and teaching for the frequency number 33. And it's all nature making its way through the natural flow of things. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way, and follow instructions and by my command. I am who I am. I am Solar Jaguar Emperor, here to restore order out of chaos. It's also a sign you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. Pretty sure the message is getting out there now. Awake. Did I just get another 2 or 3? Excellent. Because it's all about synchronicities too, isn't it? Synchronizing. Change of perspective, reflection, 7777, perseverance and resilience, wisdom and integrity and honour, enlightenment, wisdom. Again, wisdom. There's a need for a change of perspective. Hey, buddy,